We are live from my backyard where I am smoking these meat like a brisket. I'm making meat now. Someone asked me, do I smoke meat? That's gonna be delicious. Yeah, if I smoke meat, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Welcome to East Texas Red Barn Cooking with your guy, Texas T. Texas T here. You're ready. It's time to do some cooking, y'all. All right, this baby has arrived. I ordered it from Tractor Supply online 4 days ago. Showed up in basically 3 days, so not too bad. I don't know where it came from, but I just picked it up, got it all unpacked, and now we're going to put this baby together so we can do some smoking. All right, we've got a couple of pieces we have to put together, but that's all right. Came pretty well packed. Let's see, Dyna-Glo Signature Series Limited Edition Heavy Duty Vertical Offset Smoker and Grill. All right, let's do this thing. And here we are, an hour and 15 minutes later. We got it complete. Nice little backyard smoker. It'd be a good addition to have, or an extra one to have beside a big stick smoker. But it'll work for a little while. It's even got a rack for hanging sausage up there. That's kind of cool. All right, folks, we got a couple of more chuck roasts here that we're gonna smoke up on my new smoker, which is a Dyna-Glo vertical upright offset. So we've got it seasoned up, of course, Worcestershire sauce on it, garlic powders, onion powder, the basic stuff I do for briskets, and then my beef, my brisket rub that I make. So we've got it already doctored up, and I'm gonna go fire up the smoker, get it ready, and we're gonna throw these babies on. All right, I went and bought myself a new Maverick meat thermometer, wireless meat thermometer. Bought me a really good one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old one here, my Expert Grill one, and my Maverick, and this one has 2 probes, and it comes with the clips for your grates. So I'm going to set both of these up on my grates and then compare them to my thermometer on my smoker, and want to see what we got going on here as far as temperature. See what's accurate and what's not. And along with that, GSA was awesome enough to send me a couple little booklets to read. Meat Smoking Mastery Part 1, and that's a temperature guide. And Part 2, which is a wood flavor guide, which I usually use pecan mainly. But it gives me something to sit back and read while I'm having a little Texas tea and watching my meat smoke. All I had to do is pay shipping on that. It's a couple of bucks, and anyway, something to do. We're gonna get this started, see what these temperatures got going on. All right, we're smoking now. Got my chuck roast, both of them here with probes in them. Just putting it on the new Dyna-Glo. And it's a very good idea to get you a good temperature gauge, because I've got the new Maverick and I got my old Expert Grill. They're pretty much staying the same when I tested the ambient temperature. This gauge is brand new on this smoker. Is anywhere from 15 to 25 degrees different than these two things. So definitely don't count on this to be true. So I'm glad I bought these other ones. So I won't be paying much attention to this here I'll be monitoring my ambient temperature. I got 3 probes going. I got one sitting on the rack beside the, on top of the grate, beside one of the chuck roasts. I've got a probe that's in one of the chuck roasts and another probe in the other chuck roast. So I'll be able to monitor it all. But don't count on this, your grill or your smoker thermostats unless you tested them out. All right, here's just an example. My smoker's showing right at 200, maybe a degree over. My ambient on my gauge is showing 219. We're looking at 18, 19 degrees difference. So, you know, if you thought your smoker was at 200 and you're actually at 220, and you let it get up to 225 or even 250, you're allowed to be cooking in that 300 range. So, yeah, you just got to be safe with that. Okay, I've also decided to throw some chicken on my smoker. And the way I'm doing these is I'm keeping the skins on, but I fold them back. And then I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce on it, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and then I've got some chicken seasoning and another seasoning salt that I'm going to put on. But then, you know, I season them up, the meat also. Then I'll flip these skins back over, season those up, and as we smoke these, they'll crisp up a little bit, and we'll have seasoning on the meat and on the skin instead of just the skin itself. So that's how we do that. Got some thighs here, and there's some more skinless thighs here we're gonna do. So it's gonna be good. Now we're seasoned up, ready to go. Got the boneless, skinless thighs, and then thighs with skin and bone. I told you how I did that with the teriyaki marinade. And this is traditional. A little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and I topped it off with mi costanita sazonador. Gonna be good, baby. Gonna be good. Time to do a little spritz. And we're gonna throw these chickens on there. Spritz a little bit. Keep them nice and moist. Alright. Throw some chicken. Oh yeah. Alright. Now the smoker looks better with a little bit more meat on there. Alright, we're going to pull these off, put them in some pans, and this here is a beef broth that of course I made from bouillon and some seasonings. I put about half of them in each one, and we're going to seal these things up with foil and let them braise in their own juice. All right, we got them wrapped up tightly. You want to be sure that aluminum foil is very tightly over these pans, and we're gonna let these cook, braise themselves for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and hopefully they're edible, guys. That's what I'm hoping. All right, so we got some veggies here we're gonna chop up. Man can live on meat alone, yes indeed, but we're not gonna. So we're going to chop these up, season them up, juice them up, throw some butter in with them, and we're going to cover them up, throw them on the smoker. Good time. Alright, this chuck roast come out real good. Better than brisket, actually. And man, this smoked chicken here, this new smoker really did good on this thing. I like the color of it. And of course, there's some veggies for your heart, baby.